Hi, I'm going to show you how to join this SHAWL study, or the Sexual Health Assessment of Women with Lung Cancer. First, you need to go to the Lung Cancer Registry site, which is at www.lungcancerregistry.org. Once you get to the Lung Cancer Registry site, if you are not already a member of the registry, you need to sign up to be a part of the Lung Cancer Registry. So you can click sign up in the top right corner or click sign up today on that front bar. That will take you to the registration page. You can see here that you can sign up if you have a lung cancer diagnosis. In this case, for the SHAWL study, we're accepting women who have already had a lung cancer diagnosis. You're going to fill out the basic information. Here, we're going to say that our name is Jane Example, and that we are the patient. So the patient is myself. I'm going to put in an email, janeexample@example.com. Repeat my email. The email is very important because you will get emails from the Lung Cancer Registry about completing surveys. Pick a username and a password. Here, Jane Example, my username, so it's easy to remember and I can remember it logging on. You do need to pick a secure password. See, it tells me that Jane Example is free. No one is already using that username. The password does have rules. You do need to use a capital, a lowercase, and I'm going to use a number and an extra character. I'm going to do capital PASSWORD 1 exclamation point. We want it to be a secure password because this does have your health data. If you're interested in how we protect your privacy, you can go look. There's a lot of information on the registry about privacy and the terms and conditions and privacy policy. We are using this data for research entirely in aggregate, so no one's going to learn about you specifically. They're just going to learn about patients who have lung cancer in general. I'm going to agree to the terms and conditions and then type in this little saying down here at the bottom to show that I am in fact a real person. Now I click register because I'm not a robot. That will take me to the second screen, which is to complete my profile. Again, I registered because I have lung cancer. Now I need to talk about the participant or the person with a lung cancer diagnosis. In this case, that is me. So I'm going to enter my information again for Jane Example. I am a female. Only females are currently eligible for the SHAWL study. I'm going to say you're going to put in your real birthday here. We're going to call mine January 1st, 1970. You can pick your race and ethnicity. That helps us understand who is joining the registry and what our demographics look like. Registry referral, in this case, I came here from the GoTo Foundation website, but if you found us another way, you can choose that in registry referral. If your treatment center referred you, this list is the GoTo Foundation Centers of Excellence. I, in this case, was not referred by my place of treatment, but if you were, you can pick that right now. Location is where you live. So I'm going to put that we are in Washington, DC in the United States, which is 20006. That's, as I just said, in the United States. Secondary contact, this is if you are unable to complete things and you want someone else to fill it out for you, you can put information in there. I'm going to leave all that blank. And then here's some preferences. I'm okay receiving email notifications, so I'll click yes. I'm okay sharing my email address. I do agree that I will share my de-identified data for the purposes of research. And I agree that this de-identified data could also go into public databases. So at this point, this is where my name and password are. If I wanted to change the password from what I picked in my previous screen, I could do it here, but I don't want to. So I'm just going to click submit. Let it think for a minute. So now I'm actually all registered in the registry. The first thing that you get is the informed consent for the general registry patient survey. That's this informed consent document. You can do a couple of things. You can download a PDF to read this offline later, or you can read all the text on the screen. You can see this tells you more about confidentiality, how your data has been used, all sorts of stuff, so it can be reviewed at any time. If you want, you can click scroll to the end, and that will take you right to the end of the document where there's 2 questions that you need to answer. The first is whether you want to provide your research data. Hopefully that's why you're here. And so we click yes. And then the other is that you may be offered, the registry has the ability to reach out to you about clinical trials or research studies that you may qualify for. You do not have to pick this, but a lot of people are interested in that, so we'll pick yes. Once you do this informed consent, you're now enrolled in the registry baseline survey. So this is the main patient survey in the lung cancer registry. We highly encourage that at some point that you fill out this core patient survey. It's really important. It tells the researchers a lot about how you were diagnosed, when you were diagnosed, and what treatments you've had so far. So we highly, highly encourage you to do it, but it will take probably at least about 20 minutes to do the entire patient survey. If you don't want to do that right now and you just want to go to the SHAWL survey, you can come down to the bottom. You will see that it says you do not have to complete the survey at one time. Your answers will be saved, so you can take your time and go at your own pace. So in this case, you do not have to fill out the patient survey now. You can go right up to My Account, My Surveys, and go to your list of surveys. As we mentioned, if you're a patient who is a woman, you will automatically have the SHAWL study, the sexual health study, here on your surveys list. You can click the SHAWL study, and this will give you the online consent to participate specifically in the SHAWL study. You can see the principal investigator is Dr. Duma. You can read some information about your data and what's happening in this study. And then in the bottom, there's one question that says that you've read the consent and that you are signing that you agree to give permission for the data that you provide in this survey to be in the survey database, and that you are consenting to the study. So I'm going to click yes and hit next. And now I am brought to the survey instructions. The survey instructions are also on every page, so you can go back and click the box to show instructions. But in this case, the survey instructions give some information about sexual activity and different types of treatments. Once you get through the survey instructions, click next, and then you'll be taken to the survey. It's not a particularly long survey. You will see in the progress bar right here how long it is taking you. The length does depend on some of the answers to your questions, whether you get additional questions or not. But thank you for your participation, Dr. Duma and the GoTo Foundation team, and all of the investigators really, really appreciate your participation, and thank you for doing this. And we are excited to learn more about sexual health of women who are taking lung cancer treatments. So thank you.